Are we recording? Are you recording? Are we recording? I'm gonna check. We're recording. I'm sorry. I just had this whole huge spiel for about 5 minutes, and my camera decided to close. I was wondering what was gone. Didn't record a darn thing. Yay me! So anyway, my name is Lindsay, and my channel is about talking about bipolar and dyslexic disorder, the words, and how they affect me and my life every day. My first video that I ever made, I feel like I talked more about bipolar disorder than I did dyslexia, and I ranted a lot. So today, I think I'm going to talk more about dyslexia and what it is, what it means to me anyway. I'm not a doctor here, guys. I have no medical background. This is just the knowledge I have learned and know from living everyday life and going and seeing my own personal doctors and talking to my own personal neurologists and people that know things about this stuff. So, I'm just giving you my insight. You can like it, you can not like it, whatever. But anyway, back to the thing. So yeah, today we're going to talk more about dyslexia and how it affects me personally. It affects me personally because dyslexia is hard. It's really, really hard. Especially when I was in school. Reading and writing obviously is what dyslexia has to do with. It has to do with reading, writing, memory. Doing that, memory. Speaking, apparently, it does, literally. It's not just me being stupid. Words, they elude me. And, memory, numbers, it messes up your whole brain, let me tell you. So, dyslexia is a brain thing. I'm gonna use a big word here. Hang on. I gotta look for it. Where'd it go? I lost my word. Neurological disorder, which means it's in your brain. Your brain functions weird. Literally. It's see, I can't say this word and I can't even remember it. Neurological disorder. Basically meaning that your brain actually takes and functions information that they give you differently. So in school, like I was saying, it was really hard for me to comprehend what the teachers were saying because my brain was actually processing the words differently. Processing as in, like, understanding what they were meaning differently. Like, up till the 2nd grade, I didn't put a vowel in any words. None. I had no idea what vowels were. I didn't know what they did. For some reason, could not comprehend the function of vowels. I was like, what's a vowel and what does it do? So it was really, really hard, and they basically just wanted to push me along in school. They were just gonna push me along and be like, oh, she'll get it sooner or later, and they just kept pushing and pushing and pushing until eventually, unfortunately, I got so frustrated with the school system that I dropped out of school and started homeschooling. Eventually that didn't work either, but that's a whole other video for a whole other day. So yeah, it messes with your mind, guys. If you have a child or a teenager or whatever, not that I'm extremely old, but and they have a problem comprehending vowels, or for some reason they just, no matter how long you study with your child, and for like spelling tests, no matter how long you study with your child for spelling tests and you know that they're really trying and they're still coming home with spelling tests that like have F's on them or 40% or whatever, it's not your fault. And it's technically not even your child's fault, or your teenager's fault, or whoever's fault. It's not even your teacher's fault, because it's just your child's brain is can't comprehend those words. It's not, can't comprehend the words. That's not the right thing I'm trying to get at. Not comprehend. Memorize. He can't memorize those words. It's not gonna happen. You could tell him how to spell peach 50,000 times. You could have him write it on a piece of paper 50,000 times. He is still going to go to school, take that test, and spell the word wrong. Every single day. It's nothing you're doing. It's nothing your kid is doing. Now, I'm not saying that it's completely hopeless and there's nothing you can do. There are different learning tactics. There are different ways to teach your child so that they can comprehend the word. I've actually learned that a lot of kids with dyslexia actually have a little bit of photographic memory. So a lot of times the only way I remember how to read a word, or how to write a word, I should say. See, this is that thing. How to write a word is if I see it in a book. That is the only way I can remember how to spell a word. Like, for the longest time, I could never remember how to spell the word because. And to say it to you right now, nope, couldn't spell it. But if I was to sit down, close my eyes, and remember that sentence that I read in a book that had the word in it, I could write it, or maybe say it to you out loud, picturing that word in my head. Now when I say it out loud, and I get, not even, if you say it out loud and you spell the word wrong, but you have all the correct letters there, your child still technically knows how to spell the word. They're just getting it backwards. They're getting not the vowels, the consonants, right? Consonants? I think that's what it's called. The letters backwards. The letters and the vowels, they're mixing them up. So it doesn't mean that your child doesn't know how to spell the word. They know how to spell it. It's just their brain is flipping things around on them. I feel like I went into that way too far. Did I go into that too far? Let me know. But yeah. So it's just, like I said, in school, it was really, really hard, and people didn't want to understand that, and they knew I had it. That was the thing. They knew I had it. And I had a little bit of help. Like, I got the easy, excuse me. I don't know what that was. The easier tests in school, easier tests, Instead of, 30 questions, they were 28. Woo! I got the easier tests in school, like I said. That's pretty much it from what I can remember. The only thing that they really did to help me, they gave me easier tests. Quotation. So yeah, if you notice your kids, like, having issues with that, I would definitely have them tested. Because it's not your fault. It's not your kid's fault. It's not your teacher's fault. You have to use different learning tactics with them. And again, it's a big, huge memory thing. Not a lot of people realize that memory actually has a huge part in dyslexia. I don't think a lot of people even want to admit it, that it's like a big part of it. But like I said, you're not you're not just stupid. It's not that you're not just understanding, what your teacher is trying to teach you or whatever. It's not like, you could sit there and study that word for hours on end, but until you figure out what makes you learn how to spell that word, like photographic memory Or, I've heard of some people actually physically writing out the word, but not on a pen and paper. I've actually just looked up and learned that people put, like, the letter blocks. They will actually have the kids with dyslexia spell out the word in letter blocks because it's a verb, blah, 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 blah. It's like a sight tool. I can't think of the right word. I know there's a word for it. Help me out here, people. It's a sight tool, I guess I'm gonna call it. Like, you're physically holding the letter C, and you're physically holding the letter A, and you're physically holding the letter T, and you can see the letters on the blocks. So it's two things in one. And I've heard a lot of kids had success in doing it that way. And actually taking spelling tests that way. I was like, mind blown. But yeah, so it's not just you. You're not dumb. It's not that you can't comprehend what this teacher is saying. Your child's not just, loopy in the head. But yeah, I guess that's what I want to say about that. I don't know how to edit. So, this is really long and drawn out, and I'm blabbing. Please bear with me. Maybe hopefully I can get my brother to edit it. Fingers crossed, because he's good at that stuffs. The other thing I wanted to say, it is actually, unfortunately, genetic. If you have it, then you are more than likely going to give it to your kid. I don't know the actual, percentages. Like, if you have it, then your kid's 50% of chance of getting it, or whatever. Like, I don't know that. I just know that it is in your genes, unfortunately. Same thing with bipolar disorder. If you have bipolar, then it's more than likely your kid will end up having bipolar. But kids in bipolar these days, I think it's just... That's a whole other topic for another day, but I will say a lot of kids are getting diagnosed with bipolar when in fact their parents just need to discipline them. That's all I'm going to say about that. The only other topic I think I wanted to touch on was I talked about memory. I talked about spelling. I don't really know what else I should talk about, guys and gals. Oh, if you know somebody, sorry for the long pause. If you know for somebody, yeah, words. Ugh. If you know somebody who happens to be blonde, okay, I'm a redhead, but still, who happens to be blonde, and you tell them a joke, and they don't get it, don't just assume that it's the stupid blonde moment, and they're just blonde so they don't get it. Well, what if they have dyslexia? Dyslexic people will not understand jokes 90% of the time. I don't know if nobody knows that. We cannot, because our brain works differently, we cannot comprehend the fact that you're making a funny. Like, we're just sitting there going, what? What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Like, what? And you look at us like we're stupid. We're not stupid. My brain just works different. Darn it. Don't make fun of my brain. It's beautiful. So yeah, that was one thing I did want to say. What else did I want to say? Trouble with the alphabet and numbers. Pronouncing words like I've been doing this whole video. Words. Yeah, rhyming. Don't tell me a rhyme. I won't remember it. Not only will I not remember it, you tell me a rhyme. You tell a rhyme. Let's go. go here. You tell a rhyme to a dyslexic person and then ask them to say that rhyme back to you. I'm sorry. I consider that verbal abuse because you know I can't say it back. That's just not fair. Don't do that. It's mean. It's just, you messed up in the head, you do that. If you know they have dyslexia and you ask them to make a rhyme, you ask them to say a rhyme to you, back to you, like the rhyme they just told you, you're a cruel individual and you should be punished. That's all. Math. That's what I wanted to touch up on. Numbers. They suck. I hate numbers. Numbers suck. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. Not only is the English language messed up with their spelling and their hidden sounds and words and stuff, like, oh my god, to a dyslexic person, that's just mind blown. Why would you put an E at the end of the word if it serves no flippin' purpose? Don't tell me there are no words that do that, because there are. I will fight you tooth and nail on this. Don't try it. Just don't try it. But anyway, about numbers. Numbers suck. I hate numbers. They are the epitome of just everything cruel and wrong in the world. They just are. Just like spelling, where I was talking about how your kid's not going to remember it and this, that, and the other thing. I, to this day, will never tell you what 6 times 7 is. I have no flippin' idea. I have tried to figure that one out for the past, 15 years of my life. Probably longer. Times tables, I will never, ever, in this world or the next or whatever comes after death, I will not remember them. I won't. For some dumb reason. It's like I have a tiny bit of photographic memory with words. I can remember some words, like how to spell words and stuff. Numbers, it's like a whole other ball game. Like, I cannot remember times tables or your phone number or what day you were born or the month, what day of the, every month has like a number. I ain't gonna remember it. Your birth year, like, unless it's written on a calendar that I can see, I'm sorry. I am not gonna remember it. It's not gonna happen. Don't expect anything from me. Thank God for Facebook, because it gives me an alert, and it's like, these people have a birthday today, yay! And I'm like, oh good, let's write happy birthday on everybody's Facebook wall, because I don't remember it. I don't know why. Unfortunately, on this one, I have no clue. I suppose you could do the same thing, like I said, with the wood blocks, with numbers on them. I know you can get number blocks. I suppose you could do it the same way with times tables. But, the only problem I have with that, because to me, numbers and letters are totally different. Like, if you have 2 times 7 or whatever, and then you have another number right next to it, I feel like because numbers are different than words, because numbers, you have a third number competing with the other 2 numbers, I guess I'm gonna say, that they might actually mix up that third number in your brain because of the way a dyslexic mind works. So I don't know if that would actually be a helpful way or more of a hindrance. I know writing them 50,000 times in a row doesn't flippin' work. I've tried it. I know reading them out loud 20,000 times doesn't work for me. Or at least it doesn't work for me. That's what I should be saying. It doesn't work for me. A lot of the stuff I've tried or whatever, like writing them 20,000 times or reading them 20,000 times on spelling or on numbers or whatever, it doesn't work for me. I don't know. Maybe it works for some dyslexic people. 90% of the time, it does not work for me. Like I said, writing them 50,000 times doesn't work. Reading them 50,000 times doesn't work. Saying them out loud 50,000 times does not work. It just don't work, people. It don't work. And I don't have a froggin' clue why. I don't. Friggity froggity frook. I ain't got no clue. Maybe if I put numbers on butterflies. My thing is butterflies. In case you were wondering, my thing is butterflies. Maybe if I put numbers on butterflies all over my wall so I could see them every day, pretty little butterflies with numbers on them, I'd remember my times tables. But I'm thinking I ain't never gonna write numbers on butterflies. And there's a thing called a calculator. And they're portable and they fit in my purse. And I can go to the grocery store with them. So that's how I live. Because realistically, that's just the way it should be done. Because you try to do those numbers in your head, especially being me and dyslexic, I'm gonna mess that up, man. I'm gonna mess that up hardcore. I'm gonna go over budget, and then I'm gonna be the one at the grocery store looking like an idiot saying, well, I gotta put that back, that back, that back, and that back because I ain't got enough money. Because I did the math wrong in my head. Well, poo on that. I have a calculator. I have a pad of paper. I got a pen. I can write down what everything costs. I can add it all up on my calculator, and I know I'm on budget. That's how I shop. That's how I shop for everything. I don't know where I got this accent from, but you know, it's a thing, I guess. It's just I don't understand sometimes why people are like, oh my god, I went over budget, what did I do wrong, blah, blah, and they sit there and they pick up all their items and they calculate them in their head and they're like, oh no, I don't understand, what did I go wrong? It's called a calculator. It's called a piece of paper. It's called a pen. Why is this difficult for people to comprehend? I don't know. I think I've rambled enough today. I don't know if this helped. I don't know how long this video has been going for. I'm gonna check. Therefore, I'm going to spin you around. I hope you have fun. Do. Goodbye. Whee! 22 minutes? Is that what that says? Uh-oh. That's not good. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video here because it's been 22 minutes and I'm sorry. I have no idea if anything I said was helpful. I have no idea if anybody's ever gonna watch this. But you know what? To my future babies who may or may not have this disorder, maybe it'll help you understand it a little bit more. But anyway, I have no idea if you can even see me. I don't even think I'm in focus. Hello, am I in focus? I don't know. But anyway, I was gonna say something, now I can't remember what it was. Nope, I have no clue. It couldn't have been that important then. So I will talk to you guys again later. Let me know if I repeated myself 20,000 times, if I look like an idiot, or if I was helpful at all. I have no idea if I was helpful in this video. I think I just rambled a lot. But sometimes, you know, you just gotta ramble. Ramble. Anyway, I love you guys, and I hope that this helped. Subscribe, I guess, like the video, whatever. You don't have to. It'd be great if you did, though, because, you know, lets me know that I'm not a total idiot. So comment, like I said, let me know if I repeated myself and was just blabbering. I know I'm blabbering now. I'm going to shut up. Okay, I love you all. So, yeah, I'll talk to you all later. Have a beautiful day, my beautiful butterflies, and goodbye.